Good morning and welcome to the Wednesday shop vlog. It is a pretty grey, dull Wednesday, but that's not going to dampen my spirits. I've got plenty of work to be getting on with. If you guys saw my video that I put out yesterday, I've got quite a lot of work to be doing on that old eBay store of mine. At the moment, I'm just going to go and get myself a cup of coffee. I've only just come into the shop. I also managed on the way here to pick up some bits that I needed just to maintain the kitchen space. So I needed some more kitchen roll. I got some marigolds and some black bin bags, things like that, things that we run out of and are needed to keep the shop and the back office area and the kitchen area in good condition. So I'm just going to have my coffee and get on with the day's work. I've got my coffee and I'm ready for the day's work. I was actually also expecting to do a live stream today with Jack and Emily from Global Thrifters YouTube channel. Unfortunately, I'm now expecting a delivery today, which meant I had to be in the shop. And I didn't want to do a live stream with them on StreamYard in case I ended up looking like a Minecraft character again, like I did the time I went live at the shop using StreamYard with Shelly from Princess Shelsteruni's channel. I've noticed that I can stream from the shop just about when I'm direct streaming to YouTube, but StreamYard seems to add a lot of obstacles in the way. However, we're planning on having Jack and Emily on with myself and Rebecca on our Friday Chinwag this Friday instead, so hopefully you guys will be able to tune in for that. It's now 10 to 11. My day has been delayed a little bit because I got sidetracked and ended up on Tommy and Tracy's chat as usual. However, I'm not complaining at all, because I always loved speaking to those guys, and more than that, I was introduced to Greg's rendition of Cardi B's song WAP.
Up on top, I wanna ride, I do it Kegel wells inside.
Greg's rendition of WAP was heartfelt, unique, and it's made me a better person. Right guys, so this is an example of what I'm going to be doing with the radio control car parts. I'm going to start off with the brands that I don't have huge amounts of. I'm just going to do like, there's 30 parts here. I'll start off an auction at $14.99 and see if I get any bites. This is a slightly larger set of parts. This is by a company called BSD Racing. I've had these, like I said, for like 3 years now. Some of these parts are actually worth a fair bit of cash. You can see these blue option parts here were originally selling for like £51, £40. If they haven't sold over the past 3 years, how much are they actually worth? The fourth and final RC job lot that I'm going to do today to test the waters more than anything else on eBay is going to be this lot of HSP parts. Now, they're actually branded Carzone because Carzone used to be a big retailer in the UK for hobby stuff. And well, it was actually Model Zone, and Model Zone had brands such as Carzone within them. So this was actually part of Model Zone's stock. But it's actually compatible with a brand of car called HSP, which tends to be the go-to entry-level car that a lot of people go for, especially when they're messing with nitro engines. There's probably about 100 parts here, so it'll be interesting to see what a job lot like this fetches at auction. I'm not going to be starting it off super high. Like I said, I just want this stuff gone, so I'll probably be starting at around like the maybe 50 or 40 or even 30 pence a pack mark, and we'll see what we can do. And in other exciting news, we've had a delivery. Just had that box delivered, and I can't wait to have a look at the items I've ordered. I know what's in there obviously because I bought it, but I'm excited to see what's in the box. Right, so let's see what we've got. First thing, we have got restock of the NECA scalers. These sold quite well for us and they sold out. A lot of you guys buying them on the website, and plus they're popular in the shop too, so I've got some more of these in. Next item, now that is something to be excited about, guys. That is a Marty McFly Ultimate figure from NECA, so really nice. It's going to be a 7-inch action figure. I'm excited to see it, and oh my goodness, this thing is impressive. If you're into Back to the Future at all, you're probably going to love this guy. You can see Marty's face sculpt is brilliant. You've got him with shades as well, and you've even got the JVC type camera, the red camcorder that he uses, got his guitar, his backpack, alternate hands, and obviously his skateboard. Marty McFly from Back to the Future Part 2. So this is the, futuristic Marty with his amazingly garish skateboard there. He's got his cap and his awesome jacket. He's wearing his Air Mags, Nike Air Mags. Obviously they're not Nike branded. He's got his fancy futuristic cola bottle there as well. So nice. More NECA scalers. These are quite popular. This is like a gift set with the Iron Man and Hulk NECA scaler, and you get a pair of headphones to go with it. So really cool. And we've also got Tales from Space, and this is Ultimate Marty McFly Tales from Space. Oh my god, guys, this is going to be adorable. This is a singing and dancing Gizmo plush doll from NECA. How cute. How freaking cute. I say move over, Baby Yoda. You know where you got the idea from. Finally, to complete the Back to the Future craziness, I've got the time machine from the first movie. That is a beautiful die-cast 1/16th scale DeLorean made by NECA. Really impressive. That is going to look awesome on display for someone. You can see the flux capacitor there. I don't know if you can make it out there. Really happy with that. Right guys, it's now the evening and I didn't do as much vlogging as I thought I would. So I managed to get 4 job lots of radio control car parts done. But I have to say, as usual, the comment section, it comes to my rescue. I've had such amazing support and some really, really useful comments. After I've edited this vlog, I'm actually going to go and reply to basically all the comments that I haven't done so far. But some of the comments are just incredible. For example, I want to say thank you to Robert because he shared with me something that's kind of mind-boggling. Apparently, since the 12th of the month, eBay have somehow messed up how shipping times are displayed. Which means if you've got your shipping of choice as Royal Mail, which I do, so Royal Mail International Standard, it's making the shipping times seem like those of economy shipping. So if you look at any of my radio control car parts, even if the item was just going to Europe, somewhere like Spain, it's estimating my delivery to be mid-January. And to other parts of the world, such as the United States, it's actually suggesting around mid-February for delivery. That obviously is going to have a big impact. Now, I'm not under any illusion. I don't think by fixing that suddenly my sales are going to shoot through the roof. But you obviously don't want anything to hinder you further. Then on top of that, the usual suspects, like people like Leanne, Tea-Cakes, Shazad, have all been voicing their opinions as well in the most constructive way possible. And the work has been obviously done, so I need to be careful about this. I really want to also mention someone in the chat who goes by the name of C Goad, and a massive, massive thank you for the point that you raised. It was a comment about this year, as in 2020 and the pandemic. It's a year where people haven't been able to go out as much and haven't been able to gather in groups, things like that. And it just never occurred to me that the RC parts, which are predominantly to do with an outdoor hobby, would obviously be impacted. Because if people aren't able to meet up and go out and race their RC cars, they're not going to break their RC cars, they're not going to damage them, there's not going to be as much to fix it. And in general, I suppose people's mind is not going to be on an outdoor hobby. They're not going to be looking to spend money on their RC car. All the broken ones in the shed are probably going to remain broken this year because there's no point in fixing them, because there's no idea of when things will be relaxed. Obviously, with the news about vaccines, etc. recently, we may be at the end of the tunnel, but even then it's going to be a good few months before we have the kind of freedom that we are accustomed to. So that was a really good point that never actually even entered my mind. And when I mentioned it to Rebecca, she was like, that's a really good point, and it does make a lot of sense. It's, of course, my RC parts are going to be affected in a big way because of the fact that it's an outdoor hobby. It's gonna, it's not gonna be on the top of people's to-do list to fix an RC car that they can't then go out and use. So all these things have just made me think. For now, there's a few parts that I am still going to job lot, but they're kind of like just trimming the fat, as it were. They're brands that I don't have a great deal of stock in, but I think the core of my stock I'm still going to hold on to for a little bit longer at least. I don't want to make any rash decisions. I know I was really upset, and I'm still a bit upset about how sales have been, but when you have a bit of understanding, when you have a bit of context, it can help, and it can just make things a little easier to stomach. One thing to also consider is that I don't need to get rid of all this RC stock in order to implement the other things I was talking about to improve sales. I can still go ahead and start promoting the fact that I will buy people's vintage electronics and toy collections. I can still do that. So there's no reason for me to make a rash decision and remove the RC parts in order to go a different route. I can just go down that different route, bring back the electronics and the toys and the video games and all that kind of stuff, and implement that back into the inventory without removing the RC stuff just yet. And then on top of that, there's a lot of positive things happening with the shop at the moment. A lot of new stock coming in. I've got another delivery coming in tomorrow, which I'm really excited about. And then there's another delivery coming after that, which I'm even more excited about. Can't wait to get that stock in, merchandise, and ready for opening again. So with all of that in mind, I'm feeling in a better place, and I think I'm not going to make a rash decision and undo a lot of work that we have put in listing all of that stuff over the years. So yeah, on that note, I'm gonna call this end this vlog, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.